Okay, wanted to do a quick 0 to 60 time, assuming nobody comes up. Look in the mirror. Just doing some testing on the freeway on this Maxima. This is interesting. You go, again, it's sort of this high performance shifting. You go down, down, up, up, you know, that type of thing. Or just leave it and drive. So it has a lot of interesting, again, little features of this car, but so far I've not been real impressed with the performance of it. It's just not. It's like they half built a performance car. It sits like a performance car. The seats are very hard. They're comfortable enough, but I think in a long trip it would probably get on your nerves, or at least it would get on my nerves. It sits lower as compared to the. It's almost like this car has a little bit of a identity crisis. It doesn't really know what it is. They wanted to build something, I think, near something like the Z, but a little bit fancier. But what they've done is they built something fancier. They've built a sports car without a sports car engine, and that's really the issue. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and do, as soon as these cars get by, I want to try to do a 0 to 60. The radio is pretty nice. That part works good. So, press the little button. Again, it's, you know, it has all the amenities. It's almost like they were trying to make a high-end sports car, except for they forgot the engine. So, okay, let's do a 0 to 60 from here. Let's see. We'll zip in on here. Alright, ready? That's 0. See, it just doesn't quite. Okay, there's 60. It doesn't really pull. It does okay, but it's just like it doesn't quite know what it is. I really think this car doesn't know what it's doing or what it thinks it wants to be. It's like somebody said, "Hey, we need to build a high-end sports car." But then they forgot the fact that sports cars need engines. They need. It looks like a sports car, and you want it to act like a sports car. If it doesn't act like a sports car, you're sort of disappointed. So even though you have the nice radio, an okay engine, it's not great, but it's okay. It has some really bad throttle response. Like when you first step on it. So nobody's here. Okay, nobody's here. We'll do this again. Alright, that's 0. See, it tries, but then it just has really bad throttle response. There's 60. So, again, it's just not, I'm not impressed with it. Like, you know, it gets there. It gets there, but it's not what I would consider. Oh, great, this guy's not even looking. Real nice dude. So, it's just not, I mean, I just drove it on the freeway a little bit, and this guy just really messed up my window here. So, it's not bad, but it's just not quite what you expect, you know? I think if you're going to build a sports car, make it a sports car. And it goes okay, but it has an okay high end even. I got it up to 100. But it doesn't get there very fast. The sound isn't, you know, it's not. So here, okay, there's 80. But it should be faster than that, you know. I guess it's an okay car. I'm not saying it's a bad car, but it doesn't, you know, you don't get in here and go, hey, I really like this car. I get in here and go, hey, this is going to be a nice sports car, and I go, huh. So, I guess this is probably going to be my final video on it, but it's an okay car, but I guess I'm not sure I would pay, you know, the high-end money for this car. I think I'd rather just go ahead and get the Z. I mean, get the 300Z instead, or 330Z, or whatever the Z is at this day and age. Because this car, it's a nice enough car, but if it's going to be sort of lackadaisical and have all the frou-frou stuff, it should be more comfortable. The seats should be more comfortable. It shouldn't, if it's going to pretend to be a race car, if you're going to put hard seats in it, and if you're going to lower the seats down and put hard tires where you feel every bump, and also makes your hands numb a little bit, if you're going to do all that, then go ahead and finish the job and put a dang engine in it that'll be interesting. This engine's not interesting. This is like a normal Optima engine, you know, and it just, you know, it's like it's like a commuter car engine in a sports car. And then you put in some fancy. It's okay to have a fancy sports car, but go ahead and make it the sports car. Go ahead and follow through. So I just sort of feel like this was a car they didn't really follow through on. You know, it's nothing bad about it. There's nothing wrong with the car. It's just, there's nothing good about it either. You know, it's comfortable and it's, I guess, good. Let me try to find some good to say about the car. The car is reliable, seems to be. It drives well. It doesn't go weirdo and it doesn't, try to lurch off the road. But it also doesn't really excite anybody. It's just a car. And like right there, there was bumps on the roads and you can really feel it. I noticed in the 4-door, you don't feel the bumps at all. Here in the 2-door, you feel the bumps. Again, they stiffen the suspension. So if you're going to have a stiff suspension, hard seats, move the riding position down a little bit, which actually makes it a little bit hard to see out the windows, then you might as well have just gone ahead and put a little bit better engine, or at least tune this one up some. So anyway, that's my opinion on this car. It's an okay car. It's not like bad or anything. It's just not good or anything either. It's just sort of there. It's a rental car. Great. Who cares? To a point, it's sort of like the HHR I rented. It's just a car at that point. Except for actually the HHR was a little bit more comfortable because it doesn't have this hard bucket racing seat. So anyway, that's my opinion. Thanks for watching.